Hello and welcome to another episode of That Praise Song. My name is Paul, and this time round, I will be reflecting on the message for Christmas. Let's get right into it. That praise song started in Easter of this year with a primary purpose of encouraging everyone around the world with well-loved worship songs that bear witness to what God has been doing and what God will continue to do for this world through the good news of Jesus Christ. As we head to the end of this year, the season of Christmas, the world has been going through so much. It is a time of uncertainty for many, a time of war in certain parts of the world. What does the Bible have to say? What do our worship songs bear witness to in light of such predicaments? Christmas message itself actually comes originally in a time of despair and a time of darkness. However, the Bible tells us that in such contexts, the hope and the light of God came through. Let's look at a portion of scripture in the Gospel of John to encourage each other in this Christmas season. According to John chapter 1, this is what he says concerning Jesus Christ who came at Christmas. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. In verse 9, he goes on to say, the true light which gives light to everyone was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him. Yet the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own people did not receive him. But to all who did receive him, who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but born of God. The Christmas message has been expressed in an unchanging manner for the last 2 millennia, and yet the message is no less audacious. It is this, that God saw what was going on in the world. God has a plan, and God ensured that he got his hands dirty. He came down, and that is the audacious claim of the Christian faith this Christmas, that God came into the world through his Son Jesus Christ, physically, at a portion of time that God, who is above time, decided to enter into time to walk with a humanity faced with suffering. But that's not all. If that claim is not audacious enough, this God chooses to make himself known in the midst of that uncertainty, in the midst of human suffering. He not only experienced it firsthand in Jesus' life, he communicated and demonstrated hope and light in such predicaments. The Gospel of John actually shows us so many instances that as Jesus healed people, as Jesus spoke life into people's situations, he also revealed truths that would last into even the present experience of our life in 2023. The people back then were living in political uncertainty. Poverty was the norm. Oppression was taking place. And yet God was not aloof. God wasn't just ministering from a distance. No, God was in the midst of all of those human experiences. In Jesus Christ, the Christmas message shows us that at a particular point in history, God not only knew of those events of suffering, of difficulties, God experienced it himself. By first coming as a vulnerable baby, being born in the manger, a place of poverty, a place of threats politically. Jesus understands our pain, but Jesus also brings us beyond that. This message of Christmas, especially in the world that we live in today, it can feel overwhelming, isn't it? To think about wars, to think about sickness, to think about pandemics. We have been through so much this year. But we give thanks to God because in Jesus Christ, we have the light in the midst of darkness. In Jesus Christ, we have a living hope even in the midst of temporal despair. Christianity and the Christmas message is not about escaping these realities, but is triumphing over them. The message of Christmas is that God not only understands, but God brings us through it. And we therefore have the light of life. May this Christmas fill you with that light. May it fill you with the hope for the future ahead, because Jesus is making all things new. Have a blessed Christmas and Happy New Year. If you've enjoyed this video, do encourage us by subscribing to our channel, clicking on the notification bell, giving us a thumbs up, and do share with us in the comments below what Christmas means to you this year in 2023. Thank you for being a part of this journey with us at That Praise Song. Wishing you a blessed Christmas ahead and a Happy New Year 2024. Do take care.
1, 2, 3, 4. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.